segment RT has the given coordinates for one endpoint R and for its midpoint M. Find the coordinates of the other endpoint T. So let's recall that to find the coordinates of a midpoint, you take the average of its x-coordinates, so x1 plus x sub 2 divided by 2. And in this case, we know one of our x-coordinates is our negative 2, so we plug that in for x sub 1. So we get negative 2, but we still are looking for the other endpoint's x-coordinates, so we'll leave that as x sub 2 divided by 2. And that equals the x-coordinate of the midpoint, which in this case is 1. So we want to solve for x sub 2. Since it's divided by 2 right now, we want to multiply each side by 2, and we're left with negative 2 plus x sub 2 equals 2. And then to get x sub 2 by itself, we want to add 2 to each side. So we have x sub 2 equals 4. Now, since we have the x-coordinate, we need to do the same thing for the y-coordinate. And remember, we're finding the average of the endpoint's y-coordinates, so we have y sub 1 plus y sub 2 divided by 2. And again, we already know y sub 1 is 3/2, so we plug 3/2 in for y sub 1, and we still don't know what y sub 2 is, and that is divided by 2, and equals the y-coordinate of the midpoint, which is 1/2. So to solve for y sub 2, again, we're going to multiply by 2 to each side, and we're left with 3/2 plus y sub 2 equals 1. Now to get y sub 2 by itself, we want to subtract 3/2 from each side, so we get that y sub 2 equals negative 1/2. So we now have our x and y coordinate for t. So our x is 4, and our y coordinate is negative 1/2. So the answer is D.